Hey everyone, what is going on? So we actually have more Tempest Cup PvP battles. I'm trying out some new Pokemon. I do begin with my Witch Hat Raichu. So Raichu actually charges up that Brick Break really quick. So really good Pokemon actually. I really like it as a lead Pokemon. Some of you had been telling me I should use Raichu, and I did go ahead and use it, and I'm actually relatively satisfied with it. I don't think I'm going to use it for the particular tournament, but it is a fun Pokemon to use, and it's not a bad one at that. It does charge up quick, as I said. So really showing off Brick Break. Now I do have Spark on it because I don't have a Legacy Thunder Shock Raichu, unfortunately. I did check all my Raichus, but anyway, I knock out his Raichu. He brings in Weavile. I'm going to bring in my Charizard, and of course that's going to do a lot of damage to that Weavile. I do go ahead and use my Dragon Claw because I know at that range it would have knocked it out. Weavile is a glass cannon. So, yeah, he brings in Celio as his last Pokemon, getting that Blast Burn off, and he's going to go ahead and opt to block that, as he should. You know, and I'm going to go ahead and block this Water Pulse, and yeah, not going to be able to do much damage to me because I do go ahead and block it. We do get off this Blast Burn, and we knock out Celio. So that's actually a really good, really good matchup for us, a really good win for us, and that was a Sinnoh Stone that we just got, so definitely a really powerful reward, so I'll definitely take that. I have 39 Sinnoh Stones stacked up, guys, so I have to figure out what I'm going to use them on, but anyway, jumping into the next battle, beginning with Viperia. He begins with Wolverine, and yeah, Viperia is not going to be able to stand up against an Ice type, or a Water type, I should say, at all, so yeah, Viperia didn't really do well in this, or in this video in general. Now, if you're going with Viperia, of course, you have to watch out for the grass and water types. They're going to completely destroy Viperia, but yeah, it didn't really do much. Didn't really help me out that much. You know, I do have Smackdown and Surf on my Viperia, and yeah, I didn't really like it. I'm not saying it's a terrible Pokemon. I don't think it is, but it's just a Pokemon that I didn't really like in these particular battles. And yeah, anyway, he does have Steelix. I do have my Altaria. I do go ahead and block that Heavy Slam. I'm going to switch right into my Viperia because I wanted to get off Surf, but he actually brings in the Celio, and he does go ahead and block that, probably predicting, maybe he's predicting like Earthquake or something, I don't know. But yeah, he gets off that Water Pulse. That's easily going to knock out Viperia. Now all I have is in Altaria. I do knock out his Celio, so it's actually a close match. I do get off my Dragon Pulse, but of course Steelix resists Altaria in every way, shape, or form, so we're not going to be able to do much. Actually a close match, but he does go ahead and take the win, and we're going to jump into a different opponent right now. The same person you've seen on the channel for quite a while. Beginning with my Raichu, he begins with Steelix. Of course, I'm going to have to pull out immediately. Trying out Viperia again. I didn't want to bring in Glalie. Not much I could do against Steelix with the particular Pokemon that I brought. I mean, Charizard obviously would have done well. If I knew my opponents would have had Steelix, I would have brought Charizard, but that's another good reason why you get to see opponent's 6 Pokemon in the tournament, you know. But anyway, I bring in my Glalie, and we're doing a good amount of damage to his Abomasnow. Get off that Avalanche. He is going to go ahead and block that, and he's going to go ahead and get off his Energy Ball, which I've been meaning to switch my my Abomasnow because it currently has Outrage. I was meaning to switch it to Energy Ball, so I do plan on doing that. And yeah, anyway, I do get off Brick Break. We knock out Abomasnow. He brings in his Steelix, and of course he's going to knock out Raichu. We can't do much with a lone Raichu, right? So we pick up yet another Sinnoh Stone, so I'll definitely take that. We'll take Sinnoh Stones any day of the week. Bringing in my Witch Hat Raichu again. He brings in his Steelix. Can't do much to Steelix. Of course, I wasn't predicting him to start with Steelix again, but anyway, he gets off Crunch. I decided not to block it. Probably should have blocked that, but I do activate Blast Burn. Of course, he's going to block it because that would have knocked out Steelix. He switches into Golbat, and we get off a final Blast Burn, just about making it. He does go ahead and block that, but now he's out of shields, which is good for us. So I bring in Raichu. I could have brought in the Alolan Graveler as well. They both would have been super effective against Golbat, but we do bring in Raichu. I should have blocked that, but I did not. I wasn't. I don't know. I didn't know what he was going to use. I guess I should have predicted Shadow Ball. I kind of had Shadow Ball in the back of my mind, but anyway, it's okay. He brings in Steelix. Of course, my Raichu is going to go down. We bring in Alolan Graveler, and we can't do anything against the Steelix. So if you don't have a good counter to Steelix, Steelix is just going to completely wall you because of how tanky it is. So trying to get off the Rock Blast. You know, I'm like, maybe if his last Pokemon is like a Charizard, we might have a chance. You know, that was going on through the back of my mind. We get off yet another Rock Blast, and he actually gets off his Crunch. Not going to knock us out, so we are actually going to knock out that Steelix, believe it or not. And he does bring in the Bomb Stone. That's easily going to knock us out. But I was like, oh, maybe I could have a chance if it's like a Charizard, as I said, but not the case. He does knock us out, and he takes the win. So beginning with Swampert, he begins with Abomasnow. Terrible lead matchup for me. You guys know I have to switch out immediately. I switch into Charizard. He switches into his own Charizard. But, you know, we get the Blast Burn off before him. He opts to block that, which is kind of what I was expecting him to do. I thought he would have blocked it. I go ahead and block that Blast Burn. We actually get a Blast Burn off of our own, another one, and he's going to go ahead and block that. So both of his shields are gone, which is good for us, and unfortunately I'm going to give up my last shield because I knew I would be able to get off a Dragon Claw, and I knew it would knock it out because he has no he has no shields left, so not going to do much for us. Or not. I knew we would knock him out, basically. He switches into Articuno, knocks out my Charizard, but I switch into Swampert, and Swampert charges up that Surf really quick, so doing a lot of damage to Articuno. He knocks out my Swampert, and I do bring in Altaria. Now, of course, Articuno is a nice type, so it's going to be doing a lot to Altaria, but we still go ahead and knock it out. He brings in his Bomb Snow. Sky Attack is actually going to knock him out in one hit, so yeah, I wasn't expecting to win that one, but we actually do go ahead and pick up the win, so, you know, I'll take that. Thanks to Altaria for saving us at the end, right? You know, but we begin with Alolan Graveler in this matchup. He begins with Alolan Ninetales. He's going to go ahead and switch out into Marshtomp. We have to immediately switch out into Altaria, and he goes ahead, gets off a Sludge. I was kind of expecting Mud Bomb or something. I'm not really sure what I was expecting, but we do go ahead, get off that Sky Attack. He's going to go ahead and block that one. And I'm going to go ahead and block this because, you know, I was kind of expecting Sludge again, and I didn't want to take more damage, but it's actually Mud Bomb, so I shouldn't have blocked it. We do go ahead and block that one again, and we knock out his Marsh Tomb, and now we're out of shields, so a little bit unfortunate for us. We do go ahead and get off that Sky Attack, and a little bit of lag, not a big deal, you know. We hit him for a good amount of damage, and we're going to go ahead and get off one last Sky Attack, and that's going to be able to knock out Alolan Ninetales, and he's going to bring in Altaria of his own. That's going to knock us out, but we do have Alolan Graveler, which is basically going to win the game for us. Of course, we have the Rock Blast. He's going to go ahead and block that. Of course he would, but we're still going to go ahead and do a lot of damage to him, getting off yet another Rock Blast. So Alolan Graveler, I'm really liking this Pokemon. Of course, you can't compete with ground moves. You can't compete with water and grass, but you know, if you have the advantage in terms of lead matchups and whatnot, you're going to really come out ahead. It all depends what your opponent has on their team, as I said. But anyway, jumping into the next battle, beginning with my Abomasnow, a really good matchup for me, a good lead for me, I should say. He switches into his Skarmory. Of course, I'm going to have to back out immediately into Charizard, and he gets off his Sky Attack. I didn't block that. I should have blocked that. You know, I kind of underestimated the amount of damage it would do. But we get off move of our own, but he goes ahead and blocks that. I'm going to go ahead and switch into my Altaria, doing a good amount of damage to Skarmory. I'm going to go ahead and block that one because I knew I would be able to finish off Skarmory with Dragon Breath, and we do. So he brings in his Wish Cache, and I'm going to go ahead and get off a Dragon Pulse. He's going to go ahead and use his final shield. We have a shield. I did protect because I was worried about Blizzard. You guys know I've lost to Blizzard before in this Tempest Cup practice matches, you know, when I really was expecting Mud Bomb and it was actually Blizzard, but he switches into his he switches into his Santa Hat Raichu, and we're going to go ahead, get off that Sky Attack, not knocking it out, but that's okay because Dragon Breath is going to be able to clean up Raichu, so we do go ahead and take that win. So another fine match, really cool match, and we're going to go ahead and jump into the final battle of this particular video, the final battle, and I'm going to go ahead and begin with my Raichu. He begins with Altaria, so not really a good matchup for me. I was just going to see how much Raichu was doing. Not doing a lot of damage, so I do switch into my Altaria, and he's going to get that Dragon Pulse off, and it's going to knock me out. I was expecting Sky Attack, so I didn't block it. Probably should have blocked it, but I'm in a really bad position at this point. We bring in Skarmory, and he's going to go ahead and block that. Gets off a Sky Attack. Not doing much to Skarmory, but that's okay. We're able to... Yeah, he gets off one final charge move, which is kind of what I thought he did. I was trying to remember, but we do go ahead and knock out his Altaria. Get off the Sky Attack. He's going to go ahead, give up his final shield, and he's going to knock out Skarmory, and I'm going to bring in Raichu, and of course I can't do anything. You know, he's part ground type. We're not going to be able to do much, so of course we do get off that Brick Break, but yeah, we're not going to be able to do much. Yeah, so he's basically going to take this win. Mudbomb's going to defeat us, and yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Thank you so much for watching my latest video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, click on one of the links to check out another one of my videos that you'll probably enjoy.